Dan Wooton has been suspended by GB News following comments made on his show last night by Laurence Fox, who asked what self-respecting man would climb into bed with a female reporter, Ava Evans. Earlier, the broadcaster announced it had suspended Fox for his comments during a live show about Politics Joe's Evans. Fox's comments were made in a live discussion after Politics Joe reporter Ava Evans said on the BBC that calls for a Minister for Men feed into the culture war. Evans said Fox's remarks made her feel physically sick. GB News said it would formally apologise to Evans later today. The broadcaster distanced itself from Fox's comments shortly after they were aired with a statement describing the remarks as totally unacceptable. In a later statement issued on Wednesday morning, a GB News spokesperson said GB News has formally suspended Laurence Fox while we continue our investigation into comments he made on the channel last night. Fox, who unsuccessfully ran to be London Mayor in 2021, said, "I stand by every word of what I have said," in a social media post on Wednesday morning. Fox, who hosts his own show on GB News, was asked about the exchange while appearing as a guest on another of the channel's programmes, Dan Wooton Tonight, on Tuesday evening. "We're past the watershed, so I can say this. Show me a single self-respecting man that would climb into bed with that woman. Ever, ever," he said. "That little woman has been spoon-fed oppression day after day after day. And she sat there and I'm going like, if I met you in a bar, the chances of me walking away are just huge. We need powerful, strong, amazing women who make great points for themselves." He then added, "Who'd want to shag that?" Evans said, "Laurence Fox just did a whole speech on GB News on why men apparently won't shag me. I feel physically sick." She told Channel 5's Jeremy Vine's show on Wednesday, "I'm really hurt by it. I'm shocked by it. I'm shocked that it went out." Host Wooton, who could be seen laughing at points as Fox spoke, issued two statements apologising on X, formerly known as Twitter, calling the remarks totally unacceptable and saying he had reacted out of shock. He continued, "Having looked at the footage, I can see how inappropriate my reaction to this totally unacceptable remarks appear to be, and I want to be clear that I was in no way amused by their comments," despite laughing in the background, of course, that is. In social media posts on Wednesday, Fox shared a screenshot which he claimed showed a conversation with GB News employee informing them of the nature of the comments he intended to make ahead of his appearance, though not with the specific explicit language. Labour MP Emily Thornberry said, "British television should never subject women to this sort of abuse." Fox, 45, first established a profile as an actor, most notably in ITV's detective series Lewis, which was the follow-on from Morse, obviously. His extended family is closely associated with the acting profession, and he's the son of the actor James Fox. In recent years, he's become known as a right-wing political commentator and activist. He launched his own political party, the Reclaim Party, in 2020. His attempt to become London Mayor the following year saw him finish 6th, with 1.9% of the vote. GB News says it is conducting an investigation into the incident. Wootton has also recently come under scrutiny for various nefarious activities, which include having a hard drive full of fraudulently obtained adult images of people, including work colleagues, and using fake online profiles to con and coerce people to send him illicit photographs of themselves. This also included work colleagues. This resulted in the Daily Mail suspending him, and I think the Sun as well. I think the Sun is running an investigation on him, but so far GB News has refused to do so. GB News has stated that the reason for this is because it happened before he worked for them, and he was not working for them at the time. He was working at the time, I think, for the News of the World and the Sun. If I was to speculate, I would say that GB News would think that Fox's position is now untenable, and he'll be leaving them very shortly. As for Wootton, well, he's a big draw, and lots of people tend to tune in to watch him. So it'll be interesting to see how long he remains suspended for and what the outcome of that is. Updates on here as and when they're available, so don't forget to subscribe.